Hello, you're watching Proactive. Joining me is hVivo Chief Executive Mo Khan. Mo, good to speak with you this morning. You've released a first half trading update that shows record revenue and EBITDA margin. Can you tell us more?
Yes, good morning. Thank you for having me on. So, an amazing set of results for us here at hVivo for the first half of 2024. And it's all down to the amazing team we have working for us. We've been able to recognize just under 36 million pounds in revenue, 35.6 to be exact. That's a 31% increase year on year. So a significant growth for the company from the first half of 23 to 24. The demand for our services continues to be in demand, and we are recognizing record number of revenues by conducting multiple trials at the same time, which is one of our key objectives, because it allows us to recognize more revenue and also improve on our margins. Not only are we doing different challenge trials, but we're using different pathogens as well. So this improves the suitability of our volunteers when we screen them for our clinical trials. We've been able to utilize 3 different facilities in the first half of the year. As you know, I'm sitting right now in our new facility in Canary Wharf, the largest quarantine challenge trial facility in the world. And we have been able to, in the first half of the year, as we moved from our older facilities to here, we've been able to utilize all 3 facilities in the first half of this year, because we were asked by a client to accelerate some of the projects, and they had actually funded this facility up to around 90%. So for us, yeah, a great first half of the year, really good results, and very impressed by everything the team has done to date.
Mo, your weighted contracted order book remains strong following delivery of a record level of revenue in the first half. Can you expand on this?
Yeah, so 71 million pounds of a weighted order book. I'm glad you said weighted because that's important to bear in mind. So we assess every new contract we sign as to the probability of us recognizing 100% of the revenue or not. And we use that probability factor to determine what we should put into the actual order book. So we are mitigating against any risk with regards to cancellations or postponements. But yeah, 71 million pounds is a strong order book. We are 100% contracted for the rest of this year. We have visibility going into 2025. And remember, this 71 million pounds in order book is after recognizing almost 36 million pounds of revenue in the first half of this year. The sales pipeline also remains pretty strong, and we have some really good opportunities in the advanced stages of contractual negotiations. So we hope to get some new signing before the end of this year.
Looking forward, Mo, you've reiterated your 2024 guidance, right?
We have, and that's key for us. We always said that we will recognize around 62 million pounds for this year, and that's something we're sticking to. We are confident we can deliver that. I also previously mentioned, because of the weighting of H1, we'll recognize more revenue in H1 compared to H2, but overall that guidance is reaffirmed. But when it comes to EBITDA, for the first half of this year, we're looking to achieve around 24%, and for the full year of 2024, we think we will be at the upper end of what the market is expecting. So if you look at the different analyst reports, I think we will be towards the upper end of the range of the EBITDA projected from those guys. So yeah, very confident in our ability to deliver on our full year 2024 numbers.
Mo, you mentioned your new state-of-the-art facilities in Canary Wharf. How are they impacting the business?
So they just started to make impact. So the facility here in Canary Wharf became operational for the quarantine unit in April of this year. So from April to June, we were utilizing the 3 facilities I mentioned earlier. We moved the admin offices and the lab in June of this year, so they were just getting going in that sense. But as we move forward, it does mean that we'll be able to diversify our range of services. So we are looking to add more our laboratory revenues through our hLab platform. So this is a standalone virology and immunology labs that we have here at Canary Wharf, and effectively, with regards to usable space, they're 3 times bigger than what they were in the old facilities. So not only are we able to utilize them for our challenge trial work, but we also want to do some standalone lab work. So that's one item. The second key thing is that we look to add more field trials to our portfolio of services, and we are converting the Plumbers Row facility where we used to sit at an office. We are actually converting that floor to add more screening space. So we're in fact doubling the number of bays we have to be able to screen or inoculate and to screen and to vaccinate for future vaccine and field trials. So those two are the key areas we're looking to diversify immediately. But on top of that, we are looking at patient recruitment services through our FluCamp brand and a couple of other ancillary services. So yeah, so this facility allows us to diversify our services into various different ways. But more importantly, it allows us to increase our revenue cap from around 60 million pounds to getting to 90 million pounds. So yeah, it's a great kind of place for us to lay our foundations and build the future of our company.
You also recently signed your largest field study contract to date. Does this fit into your long-term growth plans for the business?
Absolutely does. So our goal is that by the end of 2028, we expect to have around 100 million pounds in revenue. Majority of that will come through organic growth, although we do have a small fraction of that coming from M&A activities, which are currently active. But with regards to the field trial, so this is up to 1,000 healthy volunteers we are looking to vaccinate. The study will start this year and finish next year. And you're absolutely right. This does play a crucial role in the diversification of the services we're wanting to offer. And I think field-based vaccine trials really are kind of really easy for us in the sense that we recruit and screen so many healthy volunteers for challenge trials, and the ones that do not qualify for the challenge trials could potentially take part in these field trials, especially vaccine trials. So yes, it's a really good news that we moved to Canary Wharf, and within a month or so, we signed our first what's called a COVID challenge trial, or a CL3 challenge trial, which we could not have run in the old facility. And then even before we had completed the fit to expand the screening vaccination site, we've already signed our first vaccine trials. So, those things have come really well. So, the old kind of ethos of, build it and they will come has definitely been true for us.
Well, Mo, congratulations again on the results. Thank you very much for speaking with us today.
Thank you for having me on. Thank you.
That's hVIVO Chief Executive Mo Khan.